Hey guys, how's it going? Oh man, I've got bad news for the Moto Milk saw. It's not from the oil, but my testing was cut short. I sent this out. We built it, played with it on the channel. It's only had Moto Milk grain in it. I sent this out to a logger and told him not to be nice to it and put it through its paces. Hard logging conditions, it made it 2 weeks and we had a plating failure. Not an oil failure, a plating failure. The plating came off the cylinder and completely skewed, you know, all my results. I needed something that wasn't. I should have chose better quality parts or better quality saw. It's on me. Man, I've already cleaned this up because I was gonna slap this back together and try to do it again, and then I thought about it. I want to find something that's higher quality than chinezum stuff to do the Moto Milk testing. So I guess I'll personally just beat the snot out of my 550 and my 400, I guess, with Moto Milk. Those two saws are pretty hot. Little bummed out. I tried cleaning up the cylinder. Dude, what did I do with the flashlight? I'm not sure how much you guys are going to be able to see in there. See the plating? Plating come off around the bottom of the edge, and I don't know if you can. I don't know. See the top corner of the exhaust port up there? Let me get a poker pick or something so I can point at it for you guys. That's the problem you run into when you use substandard parts. That's why I've been saying it for years. Clone stuff's nowhere near as good as OEM, nowhere near pro quality. It's just copies of pro quality with subpar parts, but it's right up there. The plating's gone. This drops in and catches it. It's right here. It's gone. Bare aluminum right there. I did get some gouges. It's actually got a piece of plating slid underneath and wedged right there. So the cylinder in my book is done. I could probably bevel that back with a diamond bit and get in there with some 600 and polish that little spot, but it's not even worth the effort to deal with it. I got a used big bore kit. Right here's the piston out of it, and I got the cylinder soaking in a bucket of gas. But I can show you that's the carbon from the Moto Milk, and that's not from the oil. That's from the plating getting behind it and creating a hot spot. But if you can see, we had, wasn't wearing this little bit that's shiny down here in the bottom. That's pretty common for 372s to wear. It had a nice coating of oil. I've wiped this all out, but there's no evidence of heat on the big end connecting rod. This still turns over free. I'm going to spray this out and pray that there's none of the plating left down inside the crankcase. But I don't know. I got this big bore kit too. This was supposed to have been a pretty. This was supposed to have been a pretty high performance cylinder. This is all brand new. I was kind of saving this for a different project. I got a good used big bore kit that I took off a buddy saw, and we went OEM on his, and I just set the piston inside the, he didn't run it much, so it's sitting right here. Can't remember. I think these were cabers. And that partially could have been maybe my fault too, that I used cabers on that cheap Chinese cylinder. Maybe the cabers were too hard for the plating. Maybe I should have used them black cast HY rings. I don't know. It's hard to say. Honestly, I thought the failing point of this saw was going to be this real thin. This connecting rod is half as thick as a normal one, but trying to loosen up this silicone that's all over the bottom of this one, but I have no idea what the numbers are. This has no port work. You can still see all the hash marks on the cylinder. I think he said this was a $30 kit. I have this. I could put this back together and make it run again. Or do I cannibalize this and use the parts to put my 365 together? Let's see if I can put the 365 together. I don't know. So, my buddy was upset that it gave up the ghost. He said this thing was running flawlessly for 2 weeks. He said it ran like a Swiss watch. It gave him absolutely zero fits. It was outcutting a 661, and he was using it, bucking logs up on the landing, and called it and said it just up and locked up on him. And when I tore it down, I seen that the plating got caught between the piston and the cylinder, and it wedged a ring up, and that was the end of it. The end of the testing. So he's been a logger for 30 plus years. I asked him if it acted like it had an air leak or anything. He said no. He said it was running perfectly fine. So I don't think it's anything I did. I can pretty much guarantee it wasn't the oil from the wear patterns. There's no evidence of this was a used wrist pin and bearing they put in there, but I don't see no evidence of an oil issue. I mean, shit happens, guys. It's not the oil's fault. This thing probably would have done the same thing with any oil in it. But, that's why I say these cheap clone stuff's good for hobbyists, homeowners, and occasionally need a saw. 2 weeks of what this guy put this thing through probably would have lasted 2 years for a homeowner. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. But yeah, I'm not done testing this stuff. We got more testing to do with that stuff. I really like how my 400 and 500 and the 550 runs on that stuff. Ventronic seemed to like it. Auto tune, whatever you want to call it. But I don't know. I don't think I'm going to waste my time to port another cylinder on it. I do have another cylinder here that's ported somewhere. But I don't know if I want to waste it. I have a screwed up ported OEM cylinder somewhere that somebody butchered to come off another guy's saw. I don't know where that's at either. But I don't know. Figured I'd give you an update on that. My parts come in to get this guy's 660 done, so I gotta start on that. A buddy of mine dropped off 2 saws there. He wants ported up. I'm probably not gonna make videos on them. Stickers 2.0 is running great. I gotta clean it up, get it all degreased. I got my sticker package I ordered. Should be here today. So I gotta do more testing. I need to straighten that chain out. I wing dicked it a little bit the other day playing with it, but yeah. So I think I'm gonna call this a video here, and I think I'm gonna get washing parts on that 660 so I can get it together. Probably slap that 372 back together and get it running. I might dig through my box of stuff I got there. I got a box there. I got a box there, and I know I got some cylinders down under there. I might look through and see what I got sitting around. So I don't know. You guys take it easy and have a good one.